Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just So I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we reached basically the end of Heavensward, and then it is the base expansion of Heavensward. There's still one more quest to go before we are done. So I decided to go and level up my jobs to level 60, in any case the Heavensward ones, which were Dark Knight, Astrologian, and Machinist. And today we're going to go and continue doing the level 60 job quests of basically all the jobs. I've only finished the Paladin one last episode. Lyn, the Sahagin forces have begun marching upon the Tide Gates. The time has come for the decisive battle, in which the fate of all the Mincins hangs in the balance. My brother still wrestles with his tenuous grasp on the inner beast, but this crisis will not wait for him. The successful defense of the Tide Gates depends on two warriors being present. I shall not stand idly by either. I will lend what meager aid I can with my healing magics. If your heart is steeled for battle, let us meet my brother outside. Lyn, you're here at last. Is my brother ready to depart? My preparations are complete. I'm ready to lay down my life in Lim's Elemental's defense. As are we all. The most recent reports tell that the Sahagin plan to use their massive sea beast to overrun the Tide Gates. Us four will be in charge of defending the southern Tide Gate, with two warriors on our side. We'll beat those slimy fishbacks into the muddy depths from whence they came. You're fighting two? But what of your wounds? And you said two warriors? Oh, it's true the injuries from our fight with Titan remain, but I reckon the Sahagin's courage won't last for long. As for the warriors, well, we've got two right here, don't we? We're not waste, Cat. The Sahagin will rue the day they stood before our might. Onga bonga. Alright then, let's head to Camp Skull Valley. The Sahagin won't soon forget this battle. Fate of Lim's Elementa. I desire nothing more than to see everyone safely through this battle. But if the beast within takes me within its clutches again. Lyn, you know what to do. Gather your strength and drive the fear from me with a mighty slap. It's time to put that training to work. Slash slap. I'ma whoop your ass. That's the stuff, Lyn. I'll be feeling that in the morning. Come hells or high water, the Tide Gates will not fall. We'll show the Sahagin the iron will of the warrior. Lyn, let us support to Commander Falkbreeder at once. This is war! Basically, yes. As a matter of fact, yes. Aurora Borealis. Anyway. This operation depends on the successful defense of both Tide Gates. You four will see to the southern, while another unit attends to the northern. Although you are few in number, it would be foolish to expect anything but greatness from such storied fighters. All in charge of defending the southern Tide Gate are here. Let's not waste any more time. Not so fast, Wastecat. You don't think I'd let you take all the glory, do you? I don't know which one this is. I think this is the Marauder Guild's dude. No, this is... Oh, right, this is him. The first commander. Or the Storm Marshal, sorry. I think. I don't remember his name. Anyway, Storm Marshal Einzar. You plan to fight alongside us. There was naught I could say to stop him. Once he has a mind to do something, there's very little that can... My sense of duty... I'm losing my mind with reading. Sorry. My sense of duty will scarce allow you four to bear the weight of Lim's Elementa's fate on your own. My axe will be the first to greet the Sahagin wave. And what's more, I'd like to see the strength of these two warriors with my own eyes. Something tells me this will be a fight to remember. Storm Marshal, it will be an honor to fight by your side. Our axes will see the people of Lim's Elementa safely through this storm. Brave defenders, this day the Sahagin mean to descend upon us like a tidal wave, but you will stand strong. You will not allow the fishbacks a single ilm of land, nor will you give them any quarter. Our fate awaits at Halfstone, to the Tide Gate. Having all these big boys over here is all like deep voice, slightly deeper voice, deep voice with a certain thing to it, deep voice with this. In the end, it all sounds very similar, probably. Oh well. I'm not a professional voice actor. Here we go. Valiant protectors of Lim's at this day the Sahagin mean to take an end to make an end to it of us. Jeez, they will come shrieking like the gale and descend upon us with the force of a tidal wave. But will we falter? No, we will stand strong, unwavering until the tide recedes, stained by the blood of their dead. Oh. Decimates the Sahagin forces. Defended that, yes, use the fishback's broken corpses as bait. Yeesh. I'm in the area. You're not worthy of tasting my steel. Hello? Can you just... Wow. Die! Choke on your dead! Christ. He threatens to swallow him whole. Tremble before me, weaklings. Christ. The beast has been tamed. Lin brothers, friends, thank you. My axe remains steadfast. Friends, stand at my back. My inner beast shall protect you. The fishbacks have brought more pets to be crushed on the warrior's heels. Lin, brother, imbue your axe with your inner fury and show the world a warrior's true wrath. Go forward, undaunted warriors, smash them. These invaders till smash these invaders till naught remains but fodder for their gulls. I like it's like axe, axe, book, axe. Good man. Fell that trifling beast. Ah well. Felcleave. Felcleave. Everybody loves the Felcleave. For a bloodshed, the inner fury manifests before you. I think you can just use these to heal yourself up should you need it. But at this point, as a warrior, equilibrium and raw intuition are gonna be all you need to stay alive for most situations, I would say. Kick his ass! Bye! What? The Sahagin captain is dead. Oh, these boys are like fury, fury, fury. Warrior of Light, Curious Gorge, the battle is won and the Sahagin scurry back to their moldy caverns. Today's victory is owed to the might of our two warriors. Without you, we would not be standing here. Curious Gorge, wear the title of warrior with pride. I couldn't have made it this far alone. It was only thanks. It was only thanks to the bravery of my allies that I was able to dominate the beast within. The day will soon come when, with proper training and instruction, all the peoples of Eorzur can choose to walk the path of the warrior. Speaking of which, with the Sahagin threat dealt with, jeez, the Mirsum can proceed with its plan to train its troops in the way of the warriors. And who better to train them than the two siblings who brought their teachings to Eorzur in the first place? Curious Gorge, Broken Mountain, I invite you to instruct the Maelstrom recruits in the ways of your ancestors. Forge our troops into mighty defenders worthy of their title. Many moons have passed since we came down from our mountain village, and finally we can begin to realize our dream. This is an honor. My brother and I will gladly accept this appointment. Then mayhap now you're the one who needs to start training harder. I dare say you're right. Lynn has some proper competition. We'll both fight when we're needed, unbound by fear or hesitation, and in doing so master techniques of Eld. Lynn, look forward to the day we both reach the peak of our strengths, for then you'll face an opponent worthy of your axe. Me. Camp Rita! As we learn, Decimate. Which is straight up an upgrade of good old Steel Cyclone? What is it called again? Wow, I actually knew the name. Wow, 170 originally, and now it does 200, so 30 extra potency. Anything else at 60 outside of that? Nope. Right, cool. Also, I totally forgot. Wow, this is pathetic. I totally forgot to check out the Creed armor. Or to show off the Creed armor. Let me say it like that, huh? Just ignore that. So the Creed armor is basically just the armor that Sokosagil was wearing in the battle. And this is what it looks like. Like outside of the weapon, of course. The weapon is something you can still get, by the way. You can get the weapons with, like via the relic weapon questline of this expansion, which we will get to at some point. Right, and then we have the Ravager armor. So by the way, these armor sets are also the armor sets that you could buy at the PvP area, which I did not know, like an idiot, honestly. You can also get them with You can also get them with the... Man, my mind is just losing it. You can also get it with the Censurier Seagulls. There we go. Or like the clan stuff, with the hunt stuff in any case. Now I do want to check something actually. Would it be worth wearing this? Okay, that's the wrong job that I'm on currently. Just going to this. Well, no. How does it look like with you when you, like, what changes when you dye it? Okay. I can't say I like it though, so I think I'll just keep what I have. Anyway, Dark Knight time. Also, since we have reached level 50, yeah, sure. Level 60, we can now actually go and get the other, or the final Centurio stuff. Well, Madeline, I've got some good news for you. I've had word from Sir Lodas to the Master of Clan Centurio. Seems he's been keeping half an eye on your progress, and he reckons you're just about ready to spread your wings to fully fledged elite Mark Hunter. Sir Lodas was born into a noble family, but he left all that behind to head out hunting, tracking down the fiercest foes and destroying them for the good of the realm. Folk call him the original hunter-scholar. Being recognized by a fellow like that ain't nothing to be sniffed at. Don't be letting it get to your head, though. These elite marks are on a whole nother level to what you've handled before, and charging you willy-nilly is a sure way to meet your maker. We give them ranks based on how deadly they are, just like the grand companies do. You'll find the bills for these elite marks up on the clan hunt board alongside the others. Feel free to take whichever bill you choose, but make sure you know what you're doing before you head out hunting. Every one of these bandits is a nightmare incarnate. Or any one of these beasts instead of bandits, man. Words, am I right? And now we have unlocked elite marks, which are posted weekly, but they do give you 100 Centurio seals. So, slightly bigger enemies, but nothing like too dangerous, honestly. Right. Countess Estrida's missive arrived while you were away. We're to meet her in the Western Highlands, away from prying eyes. She's gone to great lengths to conceal her husband's deeds, so it comes as no surprise that she'd prefer to settle this in secret. Then I don't know what's waiting for us out there. But if aught should happen to me, pray keep Riel safe. Right then. I believe she wanted a word with you before we left. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, Lynn. I want you to know that I'm truly grateful for the time we shared. You, Sir Durgo, and Frey taught me so much about the world, and about what it means to fight for another, and what it means to fight for yourself. We're going to finish this together, the three of us. Not else to say, really. To twin pools, then. Let's not keep the Countess waiting. Well, hey, look, it is once again in the northern part of Curse's Western Highlands. So yes, I have swapped back to the glamour that I made in back in when we were level 50, because I haven't really found anything else that I really like. Say it like that. I will get. Oh, I'm gonna go and get this. I will get the artifact armor from this quest now, and I'll see if I can do something with that maybe. Yep. Mind you, it's not a bad armor set. It doesn't look bad, but I don't know. I really have something against like really beefy armor. It's just not really my style. Neither for this character or for my main character. I think just in general, regardless of what game I play, I really don't like the super heavy armor. Hey, there's a blizzard over here. I can count on my hand how many fish there are going to be available now. Catching all the freaking fish is really an interesting experience. It makes me appreciate the world of Final Fantasy more though, honestly. Just running around those different places. Right. Since we're early, well, it's not as though I have pressing business elsewhere. Enjoy a moment's respite with me, Lynn. You came. A wise decision. You have his eyes, his nose, his lips. Every time I look at you, I see more and more of him, and it sickens me. Riel is not her father. You had no right to punish her for what he did. Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I have every right. I bore that monster into this world, and by the Fury I shall send it back to the 7th hell. If you're so bloody fond of it, you can follow it there. It's just us now, no one else. Remember phrase conjury? Or remember phrase conjury. Protect us and we'll protect you. Right then. Right then. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Straight. God, man. So much for a fair fight. Well, then stay close to me. I'm just gonna run in, cause fuck you. Fuck you! Stand your ground, let them come to us. No! No more, enough! Have you no mercy, mother? I told you to never call me that. You were given a chance, you could have stayed in your cell. Wow, it just died in one shot. Kill them all of you. Attack. Monster Abomination, death will be a mercy. You will not harm her. How are you not dead? There we go. Now it's just her! Cut her to pieces! Die in my salt! Pray forgive me my sins for laying down with your enemies. Raw. Damn you, get out of my way. Why? Why? Why do you care so much what happens to it? You're not the first person to ask me that. Once you might have understood. For everything that you are, that you have done, you are still her mother. Go. We shall not meet again. Oh, but we will, knight, I promise you that. I will follow you to the ends of the world if I must, so long as it lives, I must. Don't you see, you fool? The Fury wills it! The Fury wills it! And then, maniacal laughter. She crazy. We go. How great is your love for her? Far greater than any you ever bore me. For a long time I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed you would take me into your arms and hold me as you did before. But I know that shall never come to pass. I will pray for you, mother, that you might find peace in her halls. O Helone, receive of us this woman, your humble servant. Raise her up to your bosom and grant her glory everlasting. So what now? We go back to Ishgard. Together. That you wish? Good stuff. Bum, bum, bum. 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 It all seems so simple in retrospect. The moment I stopped trying to find the answer, there it was. All that anger, all that rage, born of a fervent desire to protect that which we hold most dear. So you're still committed to your path, then? And you, if you will have me. You need to talk to me more, and listen. I can't stand the silence, you know? There's no shame in sharing the weight, Sid. We can bear it together, for ourselves and for others. Right then. The two of us will manage on our own, then. There may be others who know of Riel's heritage, but if they come, we will be ready. Granted, we could simply leave Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers that be. I cannot do that now, and neither can Riel, I think. We all need a cause, Lynn. So what will be yours? What will yours be? For whom will you stand? Myself. No, my friends. And so you shall. To walk the path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Justice demands no less. But we must never lose sight of why we chose to walk it. Gods help me, those Mughals were onto something, weren't they? They indeed were, buddy! Buddy, old pal. As we learn, carve and spit. Dark Knight, a job about emotions. Carve and spit. Where did I put this usually, though? I think it's this one over here. Anyway, Carve and Spit delivers a 3-fold attack with a potency of 510. And also shares the recast time with the Abyssal Drain. So Abyssal Drain is basically like an AoE version with the healing, and then you use Carve and Spit against single targets. It will still give you the MP too, so. We also got ourselves the Chaos armor. Which, let's go into this. Which looks something like this. It is basically just his armor. Really. I cannot change that apparently. You know, as if you didn't have enough horns already, there's an extra pair. I think if I remove this, I guess I could just roll with like the base Dark Knight armor. I don't know, honestly. The thing, you know what, I'm gonna go and explain this right now. The one thing that I do not really like too much about this armor set is this over here. Like any armor set that has like this long like skirt basically, I don't like, especially on Dark Knight, because you go into this particular pose whenever you fight, and you just have like this massive freaking skirt basically, which I don't really appreciate that much. And dyeing it black doesn't really change much, huh? Who would have seen that coming, am I right? I'll think on it off camera, what I'll do with Dark Knight. But for the time being, let's go with White Mage. Then we have conceived a plan to deal with the taint. We would share the particulars with everyone. Might I trouble you to fetch her, Shiva? She will have returned to Falgord Float, I believe. Pray return here after you have notified her. Arun and I shall be waiting. Gotta go back to the float. Oh, it's you, Lynn. I must apologize for my earlier display. The Seetsiers wish to see me despite the disrespect I showed them. Though their ways baffle me, it cannot be denied that they care for the forest. Perhaps they deserve more credit than I give them. I will go, of course. Let us strike out at once. Bark, 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 bark. I am a dog, and I am doing the bark. Thanks for coming. Without further ado, let us begin. After our last meeting, I went to the Guardian Tree and presented the tainted flesh to the Great One. His reaction was telling. The befouled ether it bears is identical to the taint which now threatens the Twellswood. Unless we stop Alaka, the forest will be reduced to a wasteland of death. Lynn gave me to understand that you have conceived a plan to deal with the taint. What is this plan? Simply put, Arun and I shall accompany you to the Ravanian Forelands. As you are doubtless aware, we Pajals are chosen by the elementals to convey their will. Should that will go unheard or be misinterpreted, harmony would be lost and tragedy inevitably befall. In order to prevent this, we strive to hone our sensitivity to the elementals far beyond the limits of ordinary men, and this sensitivity allows us to perceive even the slightest fluctuations in the ether. With our faculty for sensing ether, Arun and I shall ascertain the site of Alaka's experiment, and once we find it, we will join our powers to Lin's and purge the taint once and for all. You would leave the forest, but what of the will of the elementals? Rest assured, we have obtained the Elder Seedsier's permission. Our sisters shall see to it that the elementals do not go unheard during our absence. But above all, your words struck home. We will not leave the two of you to bear the burden alone. We shall do all we can to aid you, as Pajals and White Mages both. You truly mean to leave the forest and help us? In the heat of the moment, I forgot myself and spoke out of turn. I pray you can forgive me. There's naught to forgive. On the contrary, we are grateful to you for opening our eyes. Now, I trust we can rely upon you to guide the way. Listen then, this will be our first time outside the forest, and we will most certainly make fools of ourselves. I would thank you not to enjoy yourself overmuch. I shall escort the Seetsiers to Tailfeather. Pray meet us there. Yes! Yes! If I can press the correct thing. Can we press it? No, we can't. Oh. So here we are at Tailfeather. Why, the journey here wasn't nearly as daunting as I expected. I guess we could have made it without it, Shiva. Both words coming from someone who fairly hugged our guides during the entire journey. Seeing as we are here, we ought to get to work. Do you sense anything, brother? I do, an anomaly in the ether that wrenches the stomach. It emanates from the north and west. The cavern lies in that direction. Morn, 'tis called. And if memory serves, so too does a water vein. It seems to me that is where we must go. I must warn you all, though, that the area is thick with dragons. We must proceed with caution. The dragons, you say? Well, I, for one, would welcome the excitement. The journey thus far has been rather dull for my taste. Dull suits is just fine, sister. Remember, our priority is to purge the taint. As if I would forget, the fate of the Twellswood is at stake. Let us make haste to mourn and confront Alaka. Let me just go to Annex Shrine. And then we will fly like a beautiful butterfly to our next destination. Sorry. I was trying to go somewhere with that, but my brain is definitely starting to show signs of not working anymore. Well, I have been recording a lot today and yesterday. But I kind of want to finish Heavensward if I can. Although now that I think about it, I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, nah, that's not happening today. And why did I look at it tomorrow? I'm like, yeah. It's already on the later side in the evening. And I still want to do other stuff. So, you're still alive. Most intriguing, horns such as I have, yet you're not Aura. Well, whatever you are no different from the others. You've come to interfere with my experiment. But know this, it is your ignorance that has led you down this path. We Zayla are nomads who roam and live of the lands. My tribe was no different. Yet though we did no harm to those whose lands we traversed, they treated us as vermin. In their ignorance they feared us, and that fear manifested as spite and violence. My loved ones and I were cursed at, spat upon, beaten, and worse. It was out of the desire to protect them that I began my research. Such pain we have suffered. I swore that I would visit upon the ignorant masses 100-fold. And soon I shall fulfill my goal, for my experiment has finally borne fruit. To be sure, there is still work to be done. Such robust flesh cannot be sustained by ordinary ether. Nay, it must needs be fed something far more potent, the taint. My pet can go only where the taint exists, and so I shall fill the whole world with it. Sister, I sense naught but defiled ether from that dragon. It's without a doubt the source of the taint. We must needs purify it whole. You would get in the way of my vengeance? Then you shall be the first to feel my wrath. I'm sorry for that noise in the background. There was literally a helicopter. Kill them all, my lovely. That was a lot of damage. The foul ether refused to disperse. What is dead can never die. I have difficulties reading these things. I'm just gonna read it normally. The power of healing then uses to purify the stagnant ether. Heal. Can also just give you benediction and just fully heal it. Slows it down to render your essence unto my creation. It's already fully healed. Which is funny to me. Well. I used the level 50 skill, just benediction, and bam, it's healed. We're supposed to like continuously heal it, maybe? I don't know. I'm confused. Keep healing. I don't know what's happening. And neither does the game, I'm pretty dang sure. All that healing still wasn't enough? It's no use, my pet cannot be slain. Whereas again, we have but to strike it down. How many times did I tell you, you're struggling in vain? We'll see about that. Heal! Heal! Well. Where's she going? I don't know if this actually does anything at this point, but whatever. I will do it for aesthetic purposes. Ha, 'twas but a matter of time. No, you will not get in the way of my vengeance. It still returns? Bye. Whoopsie. Thought I would instantly go into a quest, but I like into a cutscene, but nope. My dreams, all gone to dust. I am powerless. Powerless to protect my people. Powerless to change anything. We are cowards, all of us. That which we do not understand instills fear within us, and so we lash out. In return, you sought to strike back at those who hurt you. You have done terrible things and must be held to account for your crimes. But know that it is not too late to make amends. You still have a chance to atone. Your knowledge may yet be used for good. You need but find a new purpose, and I should be glad to help you look for it. With Alaka apprehended, it seems safe to say that the danger to the 12th is past, and we owe it all to the two of you. This experience has taught me much and more, not least of all how powerless I was in the face of an external threat. If I am to protect the forest, I must need spend less time with my head in the treetops and more with my feet on the ground. To that end, I shall strive to be a Pajal as Master Atoa was, standing ready to journey to the ends of the world if needs be. Were it not for your shining example, I never would have found the courage to come to this decision. I cannot thank you enough. Master Arun, when a time comes for you to embark upon your journey, pray allow me to accompany you. It isn't safe to travel alone. You know this to be true. Besides, you need someone to keep a record of all your deeds, that they might be passed on to future generations. For all my bold words, I am still but a green sapling. Nevertheless, I would serve you faithfully as my grandfather once served Master Atoa. I should be heartened to have your company, Shiva. I shall endeavor to be a Pajal worthy of your respect. Thank you, Master Arun. I swear you'll not be disappointed in me. Arun and I shall escort Alaka and place her in the Wood Whaler's care. Pray come and see us afterwards at Camp Tranquil. We would thank you properly. Bobbidi-beep-bop. Wow, beautiful weather. Nice. You'll love to see it. During the entire way back, Alaka did not so much as favor us with a glance, but neither did she attempt to flee. I believe there is hope for her yet. Till such time as she finds a new purpose, I shall visit her cell as often as my duties allow. With the source of the taint banished, the Great One's warnings have ceased. You may rest easy for a time. Disaster has been averted thanks to you and Eshiva. We are eternally in your debt. You are too kind for saying so, my lady, but I have done scarcely anything. All your gratitude should be reserved for Lyn. Allow me to thank you as well, Lyn. Had you not sought me out that day, I may never have found my true calling. Beginning today, I shall accompany Master Arun as he works to maintain peace and harmony within the Heavensward. I know not where our journeys will take us, but when next we meet, I shall stand before you a stronger woman. we had best be on our way. Fare you well on your journeys, then. I look forward to seeing you again within the 12th and Gnat. Well, they pretty much exhausted everything I had intended to say. So I shall say but this, I meant to do my part as well. Together with my siblings, I shall work to preserve the harmony of the forest, protecting it from threats both within and without. As for you, Lyn of the White, with your newfound powers, pray continue employing our art for the betterment of the realm. May the light of succor and solace shine wheresoever you may go. Bum, ba, da, bum. The power! As you learn Tetragrammaton, which is another off-global cooldown. With a cure potency of 700, which is the same as a cure 2. So basically like a free cure 2 every 60 seconds. In combination with all the ones you get from After Solace. But this one can be cast instantly, and I'm not sure, let me see. Yeah, it's off-global cooldown too, so you can just use it whenever. As opposed to like with Afflatus Solace, you still have to wait for a moment to use it. Anything else at level 60? I may have missed because of stuffs. Nope. Alright, let us go and check out the gear. Oh, right, this set. This is quite a set, my friends. There we go. It is quite something. If I remove this... Like, it looks pretty good though, honestly. We can even change the color if you want to. I changed it from white to dull white. Or black. Let me take a look at like these individual pieces for a second. This is a little bit much though, this rope. Let's try this. Remove this. I do like these over here. I think I can make use of these. Can't I? Well, this is only white mage though, so, you know, just keep that in mind. All of these things are still like, you know, job locked. So, is there a difference between that kind of white or the pure white? Let me remove. Yeah, it, like now it's like shiny, then it becomes like more matte. I guess that's what it's called. Wow. That's actually a pretty nice skirt. Not bad. It's much better than, you know, the other white mage. And then these tight boots are also really nice. I like these a lot. This could very much work though. I will keep this definitely in mind. Anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Just I was playing Final Fantasy XIV. In the next episode, we're going to go and do even more job quests. Goodbye.